Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls. This is Fahad Syed from Pixel Icons. Today we're going to be exploring this area, this pathway up, and hopefully this will lead us to the Undead Church. Given that this is the only pathway we can go to now, we don't really have many more options. Once we get up here, we can actually see this encounter laid out for us. There's a warrior there, there's two up there, one at the very top of that staircase there with a guy hanging up the side with an item, and down here there's another item. If we pan our camera down like this, we can also see that there's a knight back there, and there's also an item that he's guarding. This encounter here is designed to teach us to prioritize the enemies we engage. So let's go ahead and start this. The first thing that happens is this guy comes up and tries to hit us, and he was successful in doing that. So we dispatch him, and we're probably instinctively trying to go fight the knight, but as you see, if we get too close, that guy up there tries to fire firebombs at us. This guy who jumps down is also another trick the designers are trying to use to try to get us to get closer to that knight. So we can't really engage that knight safely until we take out this guy. So let's go ahead and do that. But once we get up here, there's another guy there, and he's going to try to ambush us. Let's go ahead and deal with this guy. Jesus. This is not going nearly as well as it did before. Alright. Time to heal. And look at that. That was very sloppy execution, but that is very much the intended path, I believe, that this encounter is supposed to go. You kill those guys, you run up here, you see that guy over there, you prioritize him, you kill this guy running over here, then you kill the guy on the staircase. And with that, we can deal with the knight. So we've got 10 flasks, and hopefully it won't be nearly as sloppy. So let's deal with this knight down here. We've chugged 8 to get back up to full health. We parry him as usual. He's dead, and we can get this item over here. It is a soul of a lost undead. And let's see if we can try to jump to that item over there. Here goes nothing. Oh, that was close. I hate jumping in this game. It's so scary. To jump in this game, you have to sprint and then tap B at the right time. And if you mistime it, you will miss and probably fall to your death. Over here, this item is the Ring of Sacrifice. I'm going to take these items off real quick. Let's go ahead and see what this item was. It better be worth it. Lose nothing upon death, but ring breaks. That sounds excellent. This mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. So someone sacrificed something to the goddess Velka, who is the goddess of sin, and this ring was created out of that sacrifice. And very good for us, because now, if we die, we won't lose our items. Let's go ahead and try to make this jump back. Whew. I thought I was going to miss it for a second there. Alright. Time to continue onwards. There's an item all the way down here. We pick it up, and it is the soul of a lost undead. We're getting a lot of these soul items here. Back here, there's a little rat. We kicked it back. That's pretty funny. And hitting it once is enough to kill it. Looks like it was eating this item, this soul of a lost undead, and, well, now we have that too. Down here, there's this doorway here, but there's also this gate. If we try to open this gate, it doesn't open from this side, so that funnels us towards this area here. And look at that, there is a message here. Left ahead. And we can rate this message. Let's rate it positively. And look at that. Left ahead, and we are up at the undead... God damn it, that jumping attack caught me off guard. We are at the Undead Burg. If we look around here before we advance, we can see a couple of places we might be able to explore. Down there, that area is really grassy. There's an item down there, and it looks like it leads to a ladder, which leads up here, which leads to an item down there. But how do we get down there? I guess we'll have to just keep exploring. So we kill this guy. Looks like we can drop down here, and there's a guy behind there. There's also a guy over here. Let's deal with him. He's gonna throw fire bombs. I'm not gonna have any of that. And we brought his buddy out. Down he goes. And in here, it looks like the staircase was broken, so we can't get up there. Actually, I am stuck, aren't I? Nope, never mind. We can't get up there, so that's unfortunate for us. It looks like we might be able to jump to here from there, though. And we've got a message. Try jumping. It looks like we can also get to over there. Hey, look at that. There's a broken rampart there. If we just destroy these barrels, we can get down there. You can see already that the game is awarding you for observant play. If you're playing carefully, you'll notice stuff like this. These guys... Oh, I can't see them with my binoculars. Maybe from here I can. These guys here... I can't look down that far. I guess we'll just use the camera. There's 4 of them, or 3 of them that we can see. Nope, there is actually 4. Hanging off the side of this building here. It looks like they're just waiting to ambush us. And since we're observant, we also see the 2 guys over here. Which will set the tone and the theme for those guys ambushing us before here. And there's a guy back here too, but where did that guy go? When we go to explore, these guys come up. And they wreck us, apparently. Man, this is sloppy play indeed. Okay. I thought I silenced my phone. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to put it on mute. There we go. Alright. So now that we've dealt with those 2 guys, we can see this ambush waiting for us. And let's walk into this building here. We still got 6 flasks. We're still looking pretty good. And it seems like the developers want us to rush out and pick up that item. But we're going to kill these guys first. So now we've dealt with 2 of the 4 guys, 3 of the 4 guys, 4 of the 4 guys. They're dead. We don't have to worry about them anymore. What was this we worked so hard to get? It was rubbish. Let's see what this item is. Has no value. Who in their right mind would bother carrying these around? Perhaps you need help. Maybe we need help indeed. Alright, let's walk up this ladder and see where it takes us. Up onto this wall here, as we predicted, and we can run over to here and pick up this item. Which is a humanity. When we look up here, there's another item up there, so maybe some way we can get over there. And there's a guy over here. It looks like he sort of ran up here when we ran down there. Alright. So that's it for this area. Let's move onwards. Let's walk through this white light. And when we come in here, we can see this item down here. We'll pick it up. It is the Soul of the Lost Undead. And let's try to jump across. We were so close. We were very, very close, but it's just too far. We might not be able to make it. Alright. Let's head up here. And that's a dragon. That's not good. I can't take this. It seems like people are leaving us messages now. These aren't just messages that the developers left. And there's bloodstains here. Maybe that guy... Oh, he fell off. So it seems like these bloodstains are left when people die. Danger zone. Good message. Oh, we're being attacked. Let's deal with that. Ow, he hit me with something. Was that an arrow? So immediately when we run up, we start to get ambushed by these guys. This guy over here is firing a bow at us. And 2 guys run down here, and we can see one hiding behind there. And we have to prioritize. So we're going to run past these guys. And we're going to kill this guy up here. And once we do that, we don't have to worry about that guy up there. And we can deal with these guys. And I heard some fire bombs. And sure enough, if we look up here, these idiots are tossing them at us. We're just going to ignore them for now. And it looks like there are 2 guys over here. Now looking around, especially from this vantage point, we can see that there's a ladder over there. And when we look over here, we can see that there's items down there. There's a doorway, and there's a guy down there. He looks different from everybody else. And there's messages down there too, so we probably can get down there at some point. And there's an area directly below us here with more hollow dredgelings for us to kill that lead to that ladder up there. So let's figure out how to get down there. Not really sure. Oh, hello. Here's a cool trick. Isn't that awesome? We can also just hit these guys twice with a 2-handed longsword and break their guard that way. And look at that. Merchant ahead. This is a nice item. So, or nice message. This message will let us know that if we explore this area over here, which we've just done, there's a merchant here. And he should be right out here. But there's also a pathway here. And we can see that there's a guy down there. Fire? Yes, that's a fireplace. Alright, time to kill this guy. So, I guess if we ran this way, this would have been an ambush. Let's check what's out here. Actually, you know what? Let's go speak to the merchant first. Be wary of attacking. Yes, do not attack the merchant. And imminent amazing weapon. That is if we attack the merchant. But let's speak to him.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
So, the fact that when we come down here, this guy doesn't instantly attack us gives us a clue that maybe we can speak to him, even though he does look like a hollow. And he's the first hollow NPC that we've actually really seen. If we look around the environment, he's got a bunch of items and wares here, a bunch of books, little paper on that table there, this little box that he keeps rubbing. Let's see what he has to say.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
I would not want this place to become my grave.
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business, or we talk nothing at all.
Nothing more, I see. Alright. Let's see what he has to sell. The repair powder. Repairs weapon equipped in right hand. Use of a weapon depletes its durability, eventually rendering it ineffective. Repair powder is a precious method of repair on the battlefield, as it obviates the need for a repair box. Lightly enchanted golden powder. And the orange guidance soapstone. This is an important item. It's an online play item, and it allows us to write messages to other worlds, where they are rated. Also, it allows us to rate the messages of others, but we can do that without this. In Lordran, the flow of time is distorted, and messages allow undead to assist or deceive one another. Those orange messages on the ground are messages left by this soapstone. Why don't we go ahead and buy one for ourselves? And if you remember the Seek Guidance Miracle, it makes more of these messages appear. Let's look at these key items. The Residence Key. Key to a residence in the Undead Burg. Simple, sturdy design of the lock in the burg keeps out unwanted visitors, but this is a standard key in these parts and will open several residences. Why don't we go ahead and buy this? There's also the repair box and the bottomless box. This allows us to rest at a bonfire to make weapon and armor repair possible. The powder it has is fragile, we can't take it along. And this bottomless box is known as a unbridled symbol of avarice. It's peculiar and its origins are unknown. Any number of items can be deposited into the box, and items can be managed while resting at the bonfire. We don't have the souls to buy those now, so maybe we'll come back for them later. He also sells some weapons here. We have enough souls to buy the club, but you don't want the club. And he sells the chain set, which is what the Crestfallen Warrior wears. Chainmail armor of thin interlinking rings of steel. It is common throughout the human world since it can be easily produced. It is not too heavy and offers good defense. Knights may favor flashy armor, but for warriors on the battlefield, anything is fine as long as it keeps them alive.
Thank you kindly.
He also has special dialogue if we speak to him and don't buy
I hope you
anything.
brought plenty of souls. What a waste of time. Go and fall off a cliff.
He's very rude indeed. Alright, let's explore this right path. And here are the dredgelings. Now, if we dodge at the right time, it appears we can possibly dodge their attacks. Look at that. So we've got to use the dodge button if we don't use a shield. You know, it seems like common sense, but a lot of players, you know, they'll attack and they won't dodge and they won't block when they first start playing, which is counterintuitive indeed. Given the fact that this game gives you the resources to dodge every single attack. And from up here, it looks like we can jump to down there, so why don't we go ahead and try that. And look at that, we are up here. This is the broken staircase that leads us down here. And if we remember off to the right here, there's an item. And this gives us the light crossbow and the standard bolts. Very important indeed. Alright guys, let's continue onward up that platform and explore the area up there. There's also this door. Oh, and a message over here. Imminent blood message. Bonfire ahead. That's a good message. Let's open this door here and see where it leads us. It leads us to a wooden shield. We're not going to be using shields, so we'll just ignore that for now. And it said there's a bonfire ahead. And there's a lot of these signs in the ground. I wonder what these are. Oh, these... That guy looked like he was... It looks like we can summon him into our world. These people into our world. Sure enough, this is Dark Souls co-op mechanic. In this instance, you would be the cleric who is buttering up people to summon them. And that's how these people can gain humanity if they help you. And when we come into here, we see that there is a bonfire. So let's go ahead and light that. You'll see that this bonfire is much weaker looking than the one in Firelink Shrine. There's also a staircase up here that leads to a ladder, but the ladder is extended. And we can't actually go up the staircase or climb up that ladder. But maybe there's a way to push or kick down that ladder from up there. Let's go ahead and take a rest. You'll notice that we didn't actually gain 10 flasks back. Watch this. I'm going to get rid of these flasks here, and now that I rest, it's going to only bring me back up to 5. That's because this bonfire seems to be weaker than the other bonfires. And now that we've rested at a bonfire, all the enemies have come back. Let's go ahead and deal with them very quickly. Now this guy's going to come up too. Oh, and this guy dropped something. Hollow Warrior Waistcloth. We'll look at that next time. Guys, we're going to be exploring the rest of Undead Burg on the next episode. This has been Fahad Syed from Pixel Icons. Thank you for joining me, and I'm signing out. See you later, and have a good day.